Out the side of your jaw. Next minute, calling for the law. What they thought? What he thought? Honey, anyway, Angelo has clapped back to the blogger that he has been going back and forth with, who put the recordings of the audio out on him. We're going to get into all of this, but before we do, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope y'all enjoy my commentary on this. Right, so let me give my disclaimer, because some people had me twisted and had this whole situation twisted. I'm not the one who told Angelo to go and discuss his personal business with this blogger, so please do not try to blame me for the media circus and the clowning that's going on in the community due to him doing that. I have nothing to do with that. Strictly business and me doing commentary on it. He provided the conversation to the guy, and it caused a lot of attention in the community. I'm just like everybody else giving my commentary on that. And with that being said, I'm gonna get into the commentary that I have on this situation. So it's just real bizarre to me that this dude Angelo, I'm telling you, I just get my laughs out with this whole situation. The clown stuff is real. So, he gives his account of, all his hood stories, street stories, like he's just, like he was a millionaire and he put this working in the streets in Baltimore and all this other stuff. And then you talk to the ops, okay? You give a whole recollection of your street cred, your rap sheet, and all of that. And then now you hollering out about the law, or you advocating for rules and regulations. So it's like, to me, that is just hilarious. Talking out the side of your jaw, next minute calling for the law. What you thought? Like, what he thought? So he put a post up, I guess, on his Instagram, because he trying to clap back at the blogger guy. He been going back and forth on Twitter, and the people been catching it. And they've been talking about it, honey. They've been sending, receipts and all kind of stuff on this. Let me read to you what he said on his social media page, right? So he put this up on Twitter. He says, I guess Steve, and he's talking about K's counsel, didn't have a chance to explain Illinois. He's talking about, I guess, the policy or they rules and regulations, the law. And no game before seeking fame. This called a mousetrap. Now go tell that. If you talking about a mousetrap, okay, I'm just talking about, coming from where I'm from, New York City. Y'all know some of the realest individuals that came out of New York City that I'm put in work in New York City, okay? I'm just from history, okay? Because there's people that do historian type of work on this sort of thing. There has been G's, real life G's from the Italians and everybody else in New York City, okay? He's up here talking about a mousetrap, right? But he been telling his own business. That's what I said. It would have looked better if he was snitching somebody else's business. It would have been bad. But he was telling his own business to a stranger that he knew was a K supporter. So this is what gets me, though. This is what gets me about this whole situation. You wanna, glorify your rap sheet and street behavior, but then now you wanna holler out and advocate for policy. Which is it? You gotta pick a side, bro, because this is looking crazy. He running around these streets talking about I move different. No, you just move really, off. He was on Tasha K's show talking about this situation before with K, talking about he didn't even know if he wanted K to go, where he's at, okay? MCC, y'all know what type of institution and building that is. Come on now. So he's talking about he moved different, but then the moves that's different is, and he always just throwing these sublims at the T.S family or Tim and them, and because they are, you know, people that they don't deal with stuff in the street type of way. They go to the media and they go to you know, the law. So he makes fun of them for that, and then you put up what the policy is in Illinois. So let me tell you what he got up there. He done did a Google search, honey. Google done put the battery in that back, and it was 5 likes on this at the time. So it says, is it, you know, he's trying to figure out if it's, you know, are you able to record someone without their consent in the state of Illinois? And basically it says it's not a one-party state, it's a 2-party consent state, which means that all parties to the conversation must consent for the recording, as to not, you know, as to not get yourself in trouble. I'm gonna say that. So to me, this is for a person that's talking about, oh, they was moving behind the scenes and doing stuff in the street, to run to that. See, it just, to me, it just seems like this is just, it's a pattern with him, y'all. It's a pattern. He's always irresponsible or in some way negligent in some type of way, right? Like with this whole situation with the Asri young lady. He first of all, you saying that you was a millionaire, but you wanted to pay Kay to do a song when at the time of this whole situation, which he admitted that that Asri was saying that musically she didn't even really find Kay relevant like that. Because I'm not saying that Kay, you know, you can't take that away from him. Very talented individual, okay, but he just misappropriated his gift. But at that time period, and in this time period, do you see a lot of youth hollering out about what's happening to Kay, or do you see a lot of older individuals? Because he's from a different era of time in music, okay? So if you was a millionaire, you know how many artists he probably could have paid? You could have paid, first of all, he could have paid or tried to get CB to do a song, somebody that's, or a Drake to do a song, Nicki, anybody to do a song that's more relevant to today at that time, or would have been more relevant at that time period, okay? Then just the crazy things that he was telling the dude as somebody that was a stranger, it's like I said, I'm side-eyeing the situation, okay? So as much as everybody else in the public is side-eyeing this situation, the damage is already done. The mission that the blogger had, that's a K supporter, he's already completed that. So why are you now hollering out policy and doing things the correct way? You can't on one hand be glorifying your street activity and then now you want to be law abiding when it's convenient for you. It just don't work like that. It's a pattern with him. With that situation, with him saying he paid Kay to do a song for his daughter or whatever, and he was irresponsible in that because he didn't look into whoever this person was that apparently had more loyalty to Kay, because you signing over, you know, and getting a person to look after a young lady instead of being on, you know, the scene and being around and being present. That's irresponsible, okay? Which he admitted to that. But it's like, okay, so after you was an irresponsible individual, now you hollering out, oh, this and this is wrong about this situation. It was wrong from the beginning. Okay, now it's the same thing. He done ran himself over there to talk to a K supporter that he did not know, and now you mad at the consequences of your actions. At a certain point, you have to grow up. It's just for real. This is me being for real, y'all. I'm telling y'all what I see, okay? And then, you know, these people, they try to play these games, especially with him. Okay, prime example, with the whole Jay situation. Okay, that's T.S. other daughter. he tried to play the girl like, oh, you know, she young or whatever. I'm tired of people with this stupid age crap that they do. When you get older, that doesn't mean that you cap out in wisdom or that you do everything the correct way. It does not. I don't know who is telling these people that. Something that could have been true to you in your time period, in your era, we're now in the age of information and technology that's at our fingertips or at our disposal. So things that was true for you in your era or that made sense to you at that time, now to people today could be theories are disproven every single day due to new information. So it's like a textbook, right? They get rid of textbooks, you know, primarily for, you know, monetary purposes, and also because information, you get new information every single day on situations. Okay, so all of that, oh, I'm a certain age and I done capped out on wisdom. This is a prime example that this person, he constantly puts himself, okay, he's a middle-aged man, it seems like. He constantly puts himself in irresponsible situations, and they have adverse reactions, or it's like a chain reaction of things, okay? And you sitting there talking about you advocating for the youth, or you advocating period when you need help yourself. But these people would be like, oh, you know, don't deal with, you know, when people be trying to speak reason and logic, because logic is not, and wisdom is not given to you just because you're an older individual. Because people love to pop on me about that. Like, what? You got this middle-aged man that is saying that he advocating for one thing, and then talking to people that have a complete ideology from him, and confused and looking crazy and bamboozled and led astray on why a person would cross him. When this is common sense, which your parents teach you, don't talk to strangers. Come on now. I'm telling you, like, something is just, I'm telling you. But you'll have people hollering out when the youth speak out about stuff, or people speak out about the foolishness. You don't get a pass simply because you're older. You don't get wisdom simply because you're older, because it's very evident from K to everybody that's involved with this. It's a lot of stupid stuff going on here. Okay, that's why the dude that was clowning him was running around saying, and just slow, because this whole situation is slow, bro. You put yourself in this situation, and now you once again are looking to other people to clean up your mess. As a grown man, yo, like, when does it become like, yo, let me get my acts together, right? So it's like, if we listening to him, he said he wasn't the type that was, I guess, like, on social media, and that I think I remember one time him saying that TS and them had got them into, you know, or teaching them how to be or how to play the media card type of thing, how to, you know, navigate through the media. Ever since he learned how to get on this internet, he has not shut up. Like, oh my God, like, he has not. It's like you show somebody how to do something for the first time, and they just maxed it out to the hill. Yo, that's what this is. So he's up here talking about the policy and procedure and trying to blame Steve and, oh, you know, no game before seeking fame. Sir, nobody would have been able to seek no fame off you if you just exercise your right to remain silent. What about that? What about that policy? The right to remain silent. Anything you do or say can and will be used against you. What about that policy? What about that regulation? Because I don't get it. Now you Googling recording policies and procedures. But you didn't. Common sense should tell you anyway that a person that you do not know is not going to have no loyalty to you. The people that you know barely have loyalty to you. I was raised by people who, that, you know, it was people around me that could have been in the street or just had common sense that would be like, yo, like, I remember my dad used to tell me, you ain't see nothing, you ain't hear nothing, and you don't know nothing. Like, all that talking gets you in trouble, man. It do. Like, look at this. Oh my gosh, this is comical. And then you want to tell all these boys in the hood stories and glorify this behavior and talk about how he was a millionaire or some type of I don't know, I'm gonna use the word KP out in Baltimore. And got Baltimore out here looking like this. The people in Baltimore, honey, I know people in Baltimore and they ain't telling this much on themselves like this. Sir, and acting as if people think that this is cool or that he's cool because he's telling this. Like, that's not relevant to this era at all. At all. Like, yo, it's just, y'all, I'm telling you. And then you got K supporters. He done put a battery in their back. Like, it don't matter how irresponsible Angelo was. It still doesn't change the fact that just because a person or a temptation is in your face about something, you as a individual that have rights could say, I'm a hard pass on that. So therefore, ain't nobody giving K a pass. K is in a situation because he loved to talk about all that gospel stuff that he talk about. In there, if you read the good book, aka the Bible, okay, if you read the good book, it clearly states that you need to stay away from the appearance of evil. So when people be coming to you, talking sideways or propositioning you, you have every right to be like, oh no, let me get from around here. And you ain't finna get me jammed up. I just don't understand it. Like I told y'all, I was watching a documentary with Sammy the Bull not too long ago. And he was talking about how he heard John on the taps and all of that. And it just had me thinking, when Angelo was talking about he might be tapped up and was doing all that talking. And the dude was like, why are you talking then, dude? It just had me thinking about that. Like, yo, dudes around that time that was real G, and they would have caught all that talking with the opposition though, it would have been like, time to go. Straight up. Like, I just don't understand the philosophy of this. Like, you trying to be cool and trying to convince people that is just clearly telling you they free K on every video. Every video. They saying free K. So if that's not what you advocating for, I don't understand why you would even waste your time, honey. But then then it's just like, you know, people who I guess like him or whatever, or support him or whatever, I don't know, they're mad at that. But they need to be mad at the individual who allowed that to happen due to irresponsibility, or being irresponsible and just not thinking about how that was going to come across to the public. And, you know, people was like, oh, why am I saying that he needs a publicist or whatever? Like, let me just clarify this. Even though I feel like Angelo was irresponsible in certain ways as, you know, a dad or whatever to Asri, I definitely think that something happened via the K situation. That doesn't negate the fact his character and his character flaws and different things. That doesn't negate the fact that K, to me, is definitely on some C Squad type of stuff. Okay, so I don't know why K supporters is feeling empowered. Dude still got a long road, and all of those different situations he got on in different you know, area codes, jurisdictions, he's not escaping that. So you could be popping under the comment section. It's not going to change the facts, bro. It's not going to change the facts. People is not taking people in off no hearsay, or they're not, you know, just, you know, building no proof off of that. So you can believe what you want to believe, but you think that you know how to look into things better than people that have degrees in that stuff, that have been doing this as a career. Like, I mean, what credentials are these people using to make these assumptions? Like, and they be just misquoting policy. misquoting Bible scriptures when they be up under my stuff. Like, I mean, have a seed, have several seeds, okay? We gonna all see what's gonna happen with Kay when the huge tri situation or the huge gathering happens, and we gonna see. And then, to me, I already know what game they gonna play. If he was to have gotten off, they would say, oh yeah, that's the system doing its job. If they tell him no, he gonna be held responsible, they gonna say, oh, another brother lost, you know, the same stupid outdated rhetoric, or the same poor K narrative they love to paint, y'all. It's just, people gotta do better, yo. It's sad, like, looking around, it's like all these grown people, and it's just, when you look at the whole psychological or the rationales people be having, they just be so far off or so gone. And we ain't even talking about Monica, yo. In closing, y'all, I just feel like what we can't do is to continue to make poor decisions in life, and then, you know, and glorify decisions like street life and different things like that are not the most ideal. Because a lot of people that were in the street, they'll tell you, looking back, not necessarily the best decision that they made in their life, or they got in trouble at that time period in their life, and they turned their life around, and they tell you why not to get involved in that type of stuff. They don't glorify it and, you know, boost it up, and then when they make irresponsible choices or mistakes, then be hollering out, oh, this is what the policy and the procedure is, or want to, you know, get people to clean up their mess after they was irresponsible. That's not being an adult. That's not being cool. It's not setting an example for the people that's coming after them. It's just, to me, like, maturity has to happen, you know, mentally. But, you know, I don't know, y'all. It just seems like in certain communities, it's just like responsibility is not pushed. It's like, talk about what everybody else is doing instead of what got you into the situation, or, you know, how could we better ourselves in situations. And I've seen this, especially with this case situation. I've noticed that they want you to talk about everybody else in the community. They want to put blame on other people or everybody else's community, but not, you know, you actually like, yo, we need to get this person all the way together in ours, or, you know, this is affecting people that's near and dear to us, or how we're navigating through life. So we got to immediately get them together, and then we can focus on, you know, placement other places, or, you know, situations other places, or, you know, just making just poor decisions, and then want to holler out it's everybody else, but, you know, the person that made the poor choice. So it's just like, I'm noticing that a lot, especially with this whole case situation. What are y'all's thoughts on this? You know, I guess Angelo going back and forth with this blogger, now hollering, and Angelo is now hollering out, oh, what the recording policies are out in, I guess, the Chi or Illinois. Do y'all feel like, you know, he's justified, or do you feel like he should just maybe learn the lesson from talking to somebody that he was telling all his business to that he did not know, somebody that was a stranger to him, you know? And even if it's like I told y'all, he throws the subliminals about the TS family because they deal with stuff in the right manner. Like, you know, they go to people that's authoritative instead of, you know, dealing with it in the street. So it's like, why mention policy and procedure if you claim that you're in the street? It's like, you can't have it both ways. Either you gonna glorify that and not deal with that, or it's just make up your mind. If you hardcore in the street, when people just, you know, revere you in the street, then how are you out here talking about, oh, what the policies and the procedures are? It just makes no sense to me. Y'all leave your thoughts on this. It's KingBritneyChanel, you already know, and I will see y'all soon on the next video. And before I leave, definitely make sure that you check the channel frequently. That is the way that you get notifications for this channel. The more you frequent a channel in the new algorithm-based system on YouTube, the more notifications you get from the channel. They are doing that so as to not, you know, have you subscribing to all these channels and then you don't go back to the channel and they don't know whether you like the channel or not. So in order to get more notifications from a channel, please make sure you frequent that content creator's channel so that you can be, you know, caught up on the latest videos and things on that channel. It's KingBritneyChanel. See y'all soon. Before I forget, guys, definitely make sure you check out my book. This is the print deluxe edition with additional chapters. It is also available in ebook version. This book I designed and I wrote, if you want to, it helps people discover their purpose, to walk in greatness. If you're just looking for a spiritual breakthrough, honey, I went through some trials and tribulations and situations, and the gems and the revelation that I got from the Most High, I put it in a book for you all. So I pray that this book, anybody who reads this book or gets this book, honey, gets the healing, the blessings and deliverance that they need from the prayers. Even if you want to just learn how to pray, because a lot of people don't, you know how to pray. This is the book right here for you. It is available, like I said, in ebook version, and it is available in the print edition. I love this little glossy cover, y'all. It is available in the print deluxe edition with additional chapters as well on Amazon.com. I will see y'all soon on the next video. Definitely make sure, like I said, y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and see y'all soon. Come shop with me now at my Teespring store, KingBritneyChanel Couture. I provide custom apparel and so much more for an affordable price. We have items like leggings, t-shirts, and hoodies. So thank you for shopping, and I hope that you enjoy. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.